morning. All right, it has been a whirlwind of a morning. So I'm going to ask you to bear with me, and I'm going to try to calm my nerves and make this a good live card making using the Enjoy the Moment stamp set and Curvy dies. So my name is Lori Johnson, and welcome to my studio here in Greenwood, Indiana. And I am so happy that you have decided to stop by and watch my video. All right, let me get some things set up here real quick. My website is www.harvestlanecraftique.com. You can go on there and catch my blog. You can also check out the cards that I've been making. I have my paper pumpkin there. I also have joined my team. If you would like to join my team, I would love to have you. So every morning I have a routine. I get up, I do my hair, take a shower, whatever I'm going to do. And then I get on my shoes and I go to Circle K. And I get my Polar Pop. This is my coffee. Now, I have joined Weight Watchers and I've lost 10 pounds and I'm so excited. But the reason why I'm telling you that is because this is Diet Pepsi. This is not Mountain Dew, which is what I used to get every morning. I would get Mountain Dew. And I'm telling you, when I stopped drinking Mountain Dew, the headaches were just ridiculous. Okay, let me get a drink. So now I've gone to Diet Pepsi, which there's no calories in, and I'm kind of cutting down the sugars because I'm no longer drinking the Mountain Dew. But then after I drink that, I fill that up with water the rest of the day, and I get like 2 or 3 of those of water, and I just replenish ice. So I get my water in every day. I'm eating breakfast, I'm eating a healthy lunch, I'm eating a healthy dinner, and the weight is just flying off of me. So I am really excited about that. Last year, gosh, maybe like September, maybe it's been 2 years. I don't know. It feels like it's been forever. My lupus kind of had a whirlwind hit, and I went down, and I went down hard, and I had to be put on steroids for multiple rounds, and the weight just came on and went on and went on, and I literally could not get it off. And when I was probably in my 30s, I joined Weight Watchers with my mom, and we did it together, and I think by like 6 weeks, I had lost like 35 pounds. And so I'm like, I'm going to go back to Weight Watchers. I can do this. Like, I want to do this. I'm not healthy. It's not good for my lupus to be like this. It's not good for my back. My back already has arthritis, and I'm bone on bone. And so enough about my sob story. But anyways, so yeah, I'm not even sure why I shared all of that with you, but I did. And so yeah, you're just getting a little glimpse into my life. All right. I am so excited because during one of our conferences, and I am so sorry, my mind has slipped me. I should have written it down, but I didn't. We could pay a little extra money, and we could get some stamp sets for attending the conference. And I am so sorry. If anybody is on here with me, please remind me what that is, because I can see my my comments here. But we got a stamp set, and the stamp set was called Enjoy the Moment. And let me drop down here and let me show you. It's called Enjoy the Moment. Well, to be honest with you, nothing about this stamp set excited me. I was just kind of like, okay, well, what am I going to do with this? And it has sat on my shelf, and I have not touched it. Well, let me just tell you, I am a searcher of Pinterest. I am on there every day, every night. It's kind of like what I do when I'm like relaxing and going to bed. I search cards, or I want a barn dominium really bad, so I search barn dominiums. And so this stamp set, the cards that everybody is making, I'm like, oh, okay, I have to get that stamp set out, and I have to make some cards because this is incredible. So let me share with you, well, no, okay, yeah, okay, all right. Let me share with you one. So this is one of my inspirations for one of the cards that I made. I really liked this card. I did not have the embossing folder, nor did I have the ribbon, nor did I have the ink to this card, but I loved this card. Well, I was like, I can replicate that with the things that I have in my studio. And this is the card that I made. So I used the brick, let me grab my thing here real quick. I used the brick and mortar embossing folder. It's one of my favorite folders, and I used that. I also used the Stitch So Sweetly dies because I had them in my studio, and I used some paper pumpkin twine that I had left over from one of my kits. So that's this that I did. And I used crumb cake paper and my crumb cake ink. And I kind of did a tone on tone. And I'm telling you, I love it. I think it's simple, it's beautiful, and it's kind of like the other person's or the other demonstrator's card, but it's mine. And so I think it turned out very pretty. So I guess my whole point for saying all of this and showing you that card is that you don't necessarily have to have everything. If you see a card that you like out on Pinterest or from another demonstrator, and you know you have the stamp set, but you don't have the supplies that demonstrator used, you can use other supplies that you have in your craft room, use a little bit of creativity, and give it a go. I'm going to tell you, I might have wasted a little bit of paper putting a couple cards together this morning, but it's okay because I'm a creator, I'm a card maker, I'm a perfectionist, and I want my cards to be beautiful. And I think that I created a beautiful card, a very simple card. Friendship is found in simple things. And I'm actually going to give this card to my mom. She had several neighbors in her neighborhood that went out of their way to take care of her and do her driveway with the snowblower and the shovel, and they did her sidewalks so Chloe could get out and use the bathroom. And I just am so appreciative that she has wonderful neighbors that are willing to step out for the day and do something kind, a simple act of kindness, and they're her friends. Although the guy across the street is a relative. But so thank you, Tim Deersing, if you are watching this, or Amy Deersing. Thank you so much for helping Mom with her yard or her driveway, getting her all shoveled and ready to go if she needs to go in there. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so that is one card. Then the other card I did was this one. And I started off with one idea, and this is where I ended up. And it's just a little note. Just, hey, thank you, or hey, I'm thinking about you. And I used our 2022 in colors. So that's the Bumblebee, the Cinnamon Cider. Um, I did use Early Espresso on the seeds. And then I use Basic Black. But those are the colors that I use to do this card. And it's a simple card too. And I just kind of randomly stamped. There was really no thought process to it. And if you watched me a couple days ago, I talked about stamping off, and that's what I did here. I stamped on right here, and then I stamped right here with a second time without re-inking, and so I got a dark color, and then I got a light color of the exact same stamp set. So that's a stamping technique that kind of adds dimension to your cards as you are creating. And again, see my ribbon right here? Guess what? I had leftover ribbon from Paper Pumpkin. Now, this isn't a Paper Pumpkin day, but I'm going to do a Paper Pumpkin spot real quick. So let me slip over here. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription that comes straight to your door that Paper Pumpkin puts together. It's nothing that I do. It is through Stampin Up. Each month they kind of give us a teaser on what they are going to have in the next month's box. Each box comes with a stamp set. It comes with an ink spot. It also comes with the card bases, some card dies. It comes with Stampin' Dimensionals or stamp dots. And it also comes with all of the paper. So really, you are set to go to make cards. And a lot of times it's 8 or 9 cards that you get to make. And so let me share with you real quick. I'm going to come back over here to my screen. The stamp or the Paper Pumpkin set that we are subscribing to right now is for March. I know I made a mistake, and I am so thankful. Another demonstrator pointed that out to me so kindly, and I really appreciate that because I'm still kind of new to all of this, and I want to be telling everybody the right information and not the wrong information. So thank you very much for giving me a gentle correction. I appreciate that. But this is the kit that's going to come in March. So from February 11th to March 10th, you can go on to Paper Pumpkin and you can subscribe $22 and some change, and then shipping to Paper Pumpkin. And you can buy 3-month subscriptions and get in on our celebration, which is going on right now. And you have to do that through my Stampin' Up store if you're going to do it that way to get some celebration items. But then March 10th, it cuts off. And you can no longer get this kit if you haven't subscribed during this time frame. Then they send out the kits. Now, I'll tell you, these kits, for me, usually come around March 20th. And I will do a live opening on Monday, wherever that Monday falls that I get that kit. I will do a live opening of this box. Now, this box is going to be special because it's coming with a little added benefit. We are getting free stencils with this box. And with the stencils, you can either use like your blending brushes or you can use some embossing paste. And I have it here and I haven't used it. And when this comes out, I am going to use it. So I'm excited. So stay tuned for that because those are going to be some fun alternate cards with our March Paper Pumpkin Kit. And look at these envelopes. Aren't those amazing? They are so pretty. So I'm excited. This is going to be fun. And if you want to join, you can go to my website at lorijohnson1.stampinup.net and subscribe to the Paper Pumpkin there. Or you can also, nope, not that one. Go to my website at harvestlanecraftique.com, and I have a spot on my website that says Paper Pumpkin, and then when you get in there, there's one that says Join, and you can join right there to my Paper Pumpkin and craft with me in real time while I do a live video, and I will let you know when all of that's coming up. So I think we have gotten all of the business out of the way, and we have our cards here, and let's pull back out so that I have good screen space. Woo! You can see everything. Sometimes that moves really fast. Okay, so these were the 2 cards that I made, and today we are going to do something different. Now, normally I have this card already made up, and you can actually see this card. Hey guys, I'm seeing your comments come in. Oh, thank you, Karen. Shipping included in that $22 price, but there is tax. So thank you, Karen, so much for pointing that out. Hey, Lori. I'm glad you guys are here. I can see your comments on my Switcher Studio. Woohoo! Yay! Oh, you can't even see me. I said woohoo! Yay! All right, let's get started. So normally I have a card already made up, and this is where my hectic morning came. So Karen and I were on the phone for quite a while talking about some stuff, and then I talked to my mom on the phone, and then I made these cards, and I didn't have time to make the card that we're going to make. So it's going to be on the fly. Give me a little grace because sometimes I mess up, and that's okay. That happens, and so here we go. So my goal for today is to create a card using Enjoy the Moment stamp set and my Curvy dies. Now, I'm going to share something with you real quick, okay? I found this on Pinterest too. I love Pinterest. If you don't belong to Pinterest, go join. You can create boards, and if you don't know how to create boards, you can email me at lori@harvestlanecraftique.com, and I will get in contact with you, and I will help you create boards. They are, I can spend hours. But anyways, okay, this was on Pinterest. And remember how I said at the beginning, like, this stamp set didn't even, like, do anything for me. I just wasn't excited about it. I didn't really even know what these things were. And I didn't know how to use colors with them because I didn't have a clue what they were called. So somebody so graciously on Pinterest put this flyer, and I printed it out and told what each of these items were. So there are other people out here that did not know what these were. Okay, sweet gum tree pods, bottle tree seed pod, maple seed pod, bottle tree seed pod, lotus pod, puppy seed pod, and a bottle tree pod. So these are the, I don't know, are they flowers? Are they trees? I don't know what they are, but anyways, they're pretty. Good things are worth waiting for. A little note. Enjoy the moment. Friendship is found in simple things. And happy birthday. So that's where we're at. Are you ready? Here we go. We started out with an 8.5 by 11 card, and I cut my card here at a 5.5, and then I am going to score my card at 4.25. I've shared before, I have my cheat down here, and that's okay, because that keeps me in line because my memory goes. I am getting old. All right, so I'm using my lighter color as my score. The darker color is your trimmer, and I love my Stampin' Up paper trimmer because everything is in one unit. And look at this. I'll show you this real quick. This pops out and extends out, and I can cut 12 by 12 paper too, or longer paper if I need to. So I really, really like my Stampin' Up paper trimmer. All right, so there is a score line. It's hard to see on the video, but as you can see, my paper bends very simple. I am going to be careful when I use my bone folder, because if I press too hard, it kind of leaves a white line. So I'm just kind of going along the side and sealing that score line so that I have a nice folded card just like this. And I'm going to go back through and do it again. I have found that if I do it hard, it kind of leaves a mark on the card, especially if you're on dark colors. So just keep that in mind when you're using your bone folder and folding your paper and scoring or varnishing that line. All right, so this is going to be the base for my card. Then I wanted to take not black. Crumb cake. Okay. Then I have my crumb cake. This is my first layer. This layer right here is 5.25 by 4. 5.25 by 4. And that is just going to go on my card right here. And I will use my Stampin' Seal, and I will put this on my base card. And I have about 1/4 inch all the way around my card. So let's do that right now. Let's add this. So our Stampin' Seal is new to us, and so the way to work this is you pull down, push forward, and pull back. You pull down, forward, and back. And it kind of gives a nice cut on your tape runner here. This has kind of been tricky to get to know, but I have watched many other demonstrators, and that is how they have said to do it, and it has worked perfectly. Now, this is very sticky, so keep your fingers underneath your card when you are putting this down, because if I drop it, it's stuck. And I could use my bone folder to get it back up, but if I do that, I could rip my cardstock, and I don't want to waste it. So see, I'm kind of off, but I literally can't even pull this up. So I'm going to just go with it. I think I'm a little bit off over here, but that's okay. That's okay. That's the perfectionist in me saying, it's off. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take this white piece of paper. Now, we're going to stamp all over this paper. And I'm going to stamp on the front, and I'm going to stamp on the back. And I'm going to, you'll understand why I'm going to do that here in a minute, because I'm going to send it through my Stampin' Emboss machine, and I'm going to send it through with my black cardstock. I'm going to send them together, and so everything lines up, but the paper flips around. So you'll see. So basically, let's start with this little guy. Let me get my paper here so I know. This is the Lotus Pod. So let's start with the Lotus Pod. And I'm going to do him in this early espresso. So So I'm just stamping lightly. I always turn over and make sure that I have stamped. And I think there's kind of a glare, but I'm going to come up here. And as you can see, I didn't get it completely covered. So I'm going to go back on and I am going to just ink it up a little bit more. But also, when I'm doing this, I'm checking to make sure I don't have any ink on the edges. Because if you press too hard on the ink pad, which I do sometimes, I get a little bit of ink on the edges. So I will use a baby wipe and just lightly go along the edge and clear that up if I see any. And I don't. So I'm just going to make a stamp. And then I'm going to just do that again. And I'm going to just flip the card over. And I can't remember. I'm just not even going to get picky about this. And let's do another one over here. And as you see, I have a mat underneath me because sometimes I might stamp off of the page a little bit. So let me show you. Let's just do it right here. And then that way I get half of a stamp on the page and half of it off. Okay, so I think, let's just put another one over here. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. I am just stamping. No big deal. Just stamping. I'm going to just right now just stamp all over this page. These are so pretty. I don't know why I was being such a snob and saying I didn't like this set because I really do like this set. Okay, so done with that. So, and I'm done with, actually, no, let's do these little C pods real quick, and I'm going to do those in early espresso also. And I'm going to stamp here and then stamp on because I want them a lighter color. So, stamp on my mat, stamp on. Just going all the way around. Nothing in particular. I probably should have done this last, but let's do it last on that one. Yeah, let's do it last on that one, and I'll tell you what. Oh, look at that. Can you guys see that? I got all the way on the edges. I am so lucky that I did not get that on my paper, because if I did, well, my paper's toast, right? Or you could flip it over and do it the other way. So, woo! I just lucked out, didn't I? All right. So, done with early espresso. Let's use Bumblebee, and let's do this. So what are these? These are Bottle Tree Seed Pods. I don't know if they're supposed to be yellow, but they're going to be yellow on my card because I thought they were pretty as a yellow color. So I'm going to just kind of go on here and so this is why I wish I would have waited to put. I wish I would have waited before I put those seeds on. Let's just, ooh, maybe that's too close. It's okay. We're just kind of really making a paper in a background. Aren't these pretty? These are so gorgeous. All right, put one here, put one here, and here. So I hear some more weather's coming, and I have to tell you, I'm agreeing with this one because my body can feel this weather coming. I hurt all over today. So, okay. All right, so that was the Bumblebee. Have we done cinnamon cider? No, let's do cinnamon cider. What are we going to do cinnamon cider in? Do I have anything here I can do cinnamon cider in? How about, let's see. Oh, I've got stuff over here too. Oh, let's do these. Okay. Let's, I have all my stamps out, and if you could see them over here, they're all on my blocks. I just ordered more blocks. I'm so excited. I have a big order that I put in, if you guys would like, I will do an unveiling of my box with you because I'm so excited. I got some good things. All right, these are maple seed pods. Oh, these things are awful. They get all over the yard and ugh. Okay, but they're pretty on here, so we'll add them to our paper. You guys have these in your yard? They make a mess. They make a mess. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. This color is just jade. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. So, so pretty. Okay. Let's flip this over. And I'm not going to be too particular about getting on other stamps. I'm just here just creating a collage, pretty much. Let's go this way. Let's flip it around and go right there. And right there. Pretty, 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 pretty. All right. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna try something. See, this is where experimenting comes in. So this is what I did. I stamped my ink, and I'm stamping off, and I'm just gonna put another one crossing it. Oh, I think that's kind of pretty. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do I have room to do it here? Cross it. Okay, okay. I think I'm liking it. You know, they're the twirlies. Let's go right there. And cross it. Ooh, I like that. Pretty pretty. Okay. Stamp off. One right there. One right there. Okay. I think that looks beautiful. What do you think? Do you like it? I think that's pretty. I'm going to do one more. I'm not going to get crazy, but I feel like something is like missing right there. And then, you know what? Let's get crazy. All right. I'm going to put this paper here because I don't want it to, oh well, that's okay. It's like, what in the world? I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. It's all right. Because I was thinking this, I didn't want it on top of this, but that's okay. I think that's pretty. I like that. Let's do that on this side, okay? Let's flip it over. Add some of these twirly whirlies. Let's see. There's no right or wrong, right? This is my card. Well, it's my card that I'm making. How do I want to do this? Over here. Let's go there. I don't want to put a second one there. All right. Just trying to figure out how I want to put this on here. Oh, that's pretty. All right. I think I'm liking how this is turning out. Okay. See, I just kind of made my own DSP, right, with my stamp set. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm happy. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. And I'm using my chamois. It's gross. It's disgusting, but it works. And I know that it looks like there's a bunch of ink on here, and why in the world would I want to put that on my stamp? But it doesn't go back on my stamp, and it cleans off my stamp completely. So definitely a must-have in your studio is a chamois to clean off your stamps. And I am very particular about my stamps. I want my stamps cleaned right away. I don't want them to sit out because I don't want to do anything to my stamp set that is going to ruin it. So, you know, you invest a lot of money in your stamps and your inks, and you want to take care of them. So that's just my little flavor for the day. All right. So let's just do one last thing. I want to put these little seeds all over the other side of this page, and I'm going to use that espresso. Hey, let's use cinnamon cider. I wanted to use cinnamon cider. Let's use cinnamon cider. All right. All right, stamp off, stamp on. Stamp off, stamp on. Stamp off, stamp on. I think this is just beautiful. I'm never snubbing my nose at another stamp set again. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because this is just beautiful. Look at that. Okay, let's do some dark ones in here too. Let's just put dark ones in. Ooh, was that too much? Okay, I think that's too much. We're stopping. Because I don't want to overdo it and ruin my beautiful painting there. Okay, I'm done stamping. I'm going to put up all of my colors. And let's just talk about this real quick. So Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Bumblebee, and I didn't use this color, but it is also Magenta Madness. All of these are our in colors for right now, for 2021. And they are beautiful. When we get our new catalog, we will have new colors come out. These will still be available, but our second set of in colors right now, they will retire. And these will be, we'll get a whole new set of in colors. So I'm excited to see what they are. When I joined last year, these were just starting to come out. So yeah, I think they are beautiful, beautiful colors. So hopefully Stampin' Up! Keeps some of those colors. All right, let's finish up on this card here. 36 minutes. All right, I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. All right. I'm going to flip this over so I don't get any ink anywhere. I'm going to be really sad if this does not work the way I want it to. But, oh well. If it doesn't, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We'll make something. All right. So, this is the large embossing machine that is new to us. Let me pull up my catalog here real quick, and because I don't want to tell you wrong information, I should have looked this up before I got on today. This is just the way today's been going. Just kind of crazy. It's just the way today has been going. I may have to go back to bed. That may be what I'm going to do here. All right. If anybody's out there watching and you know what page in the catalog the embossing machine's on, that you can help me. All right. Hang on. All right. Here we go. Cut and emboss. Stampin' Cut and Emboss. All right. So this is a emboss machine. All right. This one is your larger, and it's annual catalog, page 170. All right. Here we go. All right. Got it out. So, the machine is 6-inch platform for larger dies and full set embossing folders. So that's how I did the brick on the one card that I showed you. Works with all Stampin' Up! Dies and embossing folders. Includes 1 base plate, 1 die plate, and 2 cutting plates, and then 1 specialty plate. So that you can get extra plates if you need to through Stampin' Up!, but this machine actually comes with the plates. You don't have to buy them separately. As well as my mini embossing or cut and embossing machine, that one. This one is $120, and the little one is $60. But if you're a demonstrator and you want to join, you get perks for being a demonstrator. So just a little heads up there. So maybe keep that in the back of your mind. And if you need a Stampin' Up! Girl, I'm your Stampin' Up! Girl. You know, like you have like a nail girl and a hair girl. Well, you definitely need a Stampin' Up! Girl. So I want to be your Stampin' Up! Girl. So you can email me at lori@harvestlanecraftique.com, or you can also go to Lori at harvestlane.com, and that's my email. Hello, Lori. Lori Johnson1 at stampinup.net, and you can reach me. So let's go back to this embossing machine. So here we have it. This is where I'm going to use my, nope, that's a number 4. I need a 2 and a 3. Look, I want to show you this also. I don't know if you can see, but this plate, which is your base plate, it gives, oops, let me take this off here. It gives instructions on how to do any type of dies or embossing folders. I love this about this because the Big Shot didn't come with instructions like that, and I was new to all of this, and it was a mess. And as you can see, my plates, it's okay that your plates look like this. It's from the dies, and I use mine all the time. I love my dies, so it's okay that it looks like that. So these are the Curvy dies, and these are so cute. And we're going to use this one right here. These are little birds, and I have a stamp set that goes with this, and I'm not sure, I moved it out of the way. So I have a stamp set that goes with this, and these fit with the birds. So that's what all of these other all these other dies are. But we're going to use this one today right here. And I'm going to take my 2 papers, my black, and also this page right here. Now, these layers right here are 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So that's what these are, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I am going to make sure that they are close together, all right? Then I want to turn them upside down. Then I'm going to take my curvy die here. I want to make sure I'm in the screen. And I'm going to put it so that it is kind of going off the page. And I'm hoping okay. This is where I think that I made a mistake, but we're just gonna go with it. So this is what I did. Instead of having my paper like this, I'm gonna have my paper like this because I'm gonna use this bottom corner over here, and I don't want everything to be upside down when I'm finished. So it's gonna be like this. Right here, put your die in here. And I kind of want it to go off like this. Because I'm going to put a sentiment right here. So I'll have the paper up here, and then I'm going to put a sentiment right here. So cross your fingers, and let's hope this works like I want it to. All right, here we go. Look how simple it is to do these. Now this one is just a little bit harder than the mini, but still, it's much better than the Big Shot. Like, I am not having to stand up. I'm not having to put pressure on it, and I'm going to just send it through one more time. I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to place it down, and I'm just going to send it through one more time just to make sure it gets a good seal. And if I hadn't gone all the way through, I could have backed it up, back it up. Let's just do it. Because I'm going through 2 pieces of paper, right? So I just want to make sure that it's going all the way through. And did you hear that click? That pop? That's normal. Don't freak out if you get one of these machines. Don't freak out if you hear that. Sometimes with some of the other dies, it's even worse than that. And you think you're breaking everything, but you're not. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of cracking the plate, actually. Look at that. That's exactly what I wanted right there. Oh, you can't even see it. You're not even in the video. Oh, my goodness. Oh, gee whiz. That is exactly what I wanted. Look at that. I'm so excited. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, I'll calm down. So, on this side of the die, I have this piece, and then I have this piece. Now, I'm just going to use my hand and just kind of brush some of this off. I have a little paintbrush in here. That's not going to get it off. Some of these are just little fragments from the die cutting machine from the plate. And so I'm just wanting to get that off. Okay, so bringing back my card base. I could use this if I wanted to. See, I don't know if you can see this, but there's black holes all in here. Those holes do not, you can see through them. I can use my take pick tool and my brush and go across this. Usually I would do this in a special bin that I've made, but that got off the black ones. But then I could use the other side of my take pick tool and just pop through each one of these. And had I not had 2 pieces of paper, these would have cut perfectly. I'm so glad that I stamped both sides of this paper, and I'm also so glad that I turned that paper around because, oh, that is exactly what I needed to do. So I'm so glad I did that. But anyways, see, and then it just kind of, you've got, that can go, this could be used for a second card, right? Like, isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay, I'm not going to take time and do all that because I want to get on with this video so that you guys can get on with your day. And I just so appreciate that you have stopped by to watch me. Look, I could actually make 2 cards. All right, let me get all of this off of here. All right, so this is exactly what I wanted it to do. This bottom piece, I wanted it to fall right here, and I wanted you to be able to see the dots through here. And let's zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So I wanted you to be able to see these dots, and you can see the paper behind here. And then we're going to take this, and it's going to go right there. And when I put both of those down right, it is going to have a border. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. All right. Let's get this puppy down. All right. So I'm just flipping this over, and I am going to use my silicone mat here. I was talking to Karen about this silicone mat because it's not in the annual catalog, but she did assure me that it is still available, and I will put it down in the notes what the numbers are if you're interested in getting the silicone mat. But here's the thing. It's not like the paper. It won't stick. Look, that just rubbed right off, and I can pop that in the trash, and I haven't ruined anything. And I have all of my edges to my piece here all the way down. So, and that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'm going to stand up here. You can't even see me, but I want to make sure my head's not in the way because I want to make sure, so I'm putting this down one time and one time only. And that looks good. All right, so that's where that piece is going to go. Let's get you back in the picture here. then this piece is going to go right here, just like that. So let's flip this over. I need that silicone mat one more time. Oh, my little die fell on the floor. Let me pick that up because I do not want. And then I don't want to do anything on these holes because you will be able to see through that. And I don't want to be able to see the silicone mat through this. So I'll get that later. All right, so I'm just very carefully lining everything up before I sit it down. And it's down. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. So before I came on, this one thing that I was working on is I just used a piece of basic white paper and I stamped, and I'm not going to be able to use this one because I used a different color. Doggone it. Okay, that's okay. I stamped just on basic white some of these things that I use, some of these stamps in here, and then I fussy cut them out. So let's just grab real quick because I want to have this on here. I'm going to just grab a piece of scrap paper and I'm going to grab this one. And I will also grab, I use my early espresso, so let's do early espresso. My goal was to use all of the end colors on this, so that's why I had the cinnamon cider here, but I ended up using early espresso. And really, any color would work, like a yellow. This bumblebee would be very pretty on the other side here. Like, that didn't stamp very good. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over, make sure I have it. Okay, one more time. Stamp real good, Lori. Stamp real good. And pull it off there. Much better. So pretty. Much better. And then I will use my paper snips. And we'll just quickly cut this out. And this, what I'm doing right here, is called fussy cutting. And basically, I'm just cutting maybe like 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, all the way around this little plant. And I'm hoping that I can use it with my sentiment. So, I could do multiple things with my sentiment. Oops. I could cut all the way out. Okay, there we go. I feel better now. All right. We could use one of our punches. I could use one of my punches, and it's this one right here. And usually I have these labeled, but I don't have it labeled. And like I said, I didn't get. So I will put down below what punch this is. And it's the same one that I used on the little note right here. So I think that's the punch that I am going to use. And I'm going to just use this basic white color to punch that out with, so that I can get my note here. And I just grabbed a piece of my scrap paper, and I'll show you how. So I'm going to take my paper, and there is a slit right here, and I'm just going to slide it right in there, make sure that it is completely covered, and it is. All right, so I'll tell you what, there have been some really cute cards with this punch, and I will put it down in the link below, and I will tell you exactly what this punch is, because it's really, really, really cute cards with this punch. All right, so let's just grab our basic black, I think is what I want to use, and I wanted to use my about, how about enjoy the moment, since that's what this card set is called, enjoy the moment. So let's just do that one. Will it fit in there? Yes, I think it'll fit in there. Let's pop that off. All right. So we're just gonna, let me pull back just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. The nice thing about this punch is, I'm just checking to make sure that I'm really good and Stampin' Up. The nice thing about this punch is I can flip it over. Some of these you can't flip over. These right here, if I had made a mistake, I couldn't flip those over because the stitching on it isn't the same on the front and the back. So that's one of the nice things about these punches. And I'm just going to come in here and I am going to, sorry if you see my head, I'm just going to pray that I did a good job. And I did. Woohoo! Enjoy the moment. All right. Let me put my lid back on my stamp so I don't get it all over my hands, because I do that. I do. And then my idea was to come in here and just kind of, let's look at this here real quick. Enjoy the moment. And then I was kind of thinking maybe do a collage somehow of these plants, and maybe it's more like this. Kind of see where I'm going with this. Maybe it's more like this. Ha! Yeah, okay. So let's use my Stampin' Pierce mat. Okay, let's grab my glue dots. I don't have to use my glue dots, but I am going to use them in this case. And basically I stick it on the glue dot and I pull it back and it's right there. And so we're going to go like that. And then I think this is just kind of the best way in this case to make sure that everything gets on here. And then we'll go right here. And do I need two of them? Maybe don't need two. Maybe just one. I like that. And okay, I'm liking it. I'm digging it. All right, so I'm going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals. And I think it's okay just to use regular ones. Sometimes I use my mini Stampin' Dimensionals because they have to fit in smaller areas, or what I've cut out is smaller, but I think those are a nice size. I really hope you enjoyed this card today. I had fun making it with you. After I got started and calmed down, everything turned out just okay. All right, and we're going to put that right there, and I think that looks pretty, just like that. And I think I'm going to put this straight to the card. All right, so I'm just going to center everything before I put it down so that I don't make any mistakes, because this card really turned out cute. I think this is going to have to kind of go like this so it fits in the corner. Okay, I know, is my voice getting soft there and you're not being able to hear me? Sorry about that. And let's put that right there, and I'm just going to move it a little bit so it's straight. And what do you guys think about me putting a couple seeds right there? I think I'm liking it. So we use cinnamon cider for the seeds, and I put cinnamon cider away, so let's just grab it back out real quick. All right, and we stamped off, and stamped on, and stamped off, and how am I going to get that in there? Ah! Okay, that's okay. Eek. I don't know if I like that. Shoot. Oh, bummer. Bummer. I don't like that. Okay, maybe I can stick this baby right there. How about that? Oh, yeah, look, that'll cover. See, look. Just gotta use your mind. Use your mind. Use your mind. Because I really do not like that. And I'm like, ew. Look at that. Okay, is that okay? I think it's okay. I think it's better than what I did with the seeds. All right, there we go. That's my final card, and I'll just put a piece of this crumb cake inside this card, or maybe even a piece of basic white so that it can be used to be written on. All right, I have my glasses on because I can't see when I'm doing stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me. It really lasted a lot longer than I expected it to, and I am so sorry for that. So, anyways, so thank you. Thank you so much. If you liked this video and you're on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, hit subscribe or hit the bell, and it will notify you each time that I come on with a new design. My goal is to come on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live on Facebook. So join me. I'm hoping on Mondays I will do something with paper pumpkin. I will make a card or a craft. On Wednesdays, it's kind of going to be more of a wait and see what you get kind of thing. And then on Fridays, I'm really going to be focusing more on tools that I use here in my studio and how I use them to either make cards or make crafts. So you have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.